Hey YTPC, today I'm going to be giving you my first impressions of some Canon plug. I got this from Giuliano, G Spitaletti. I will put his link in the bucket. Be sure to go give him a follow. He's an artisan pipe maker and jewelry maker, and tampers, and all sorts of things. So definitely check him out. He does awesome work. So I was not able to get any Lakeland blends here in Sweden. So Giuliano reached out and graciously gave me a bunch of different samples. Like I said today, Canon plug. So let's get a tin note on it, or a baggy note. Oh, I will put the description from Tobacco Reviews up, not the ratings or the assessments of it, just the description. Wow. Very floral and sweet. It's very, very, very tightly packed plug. Yeah, it smells wonderful. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to switch over to the shop cam and cut it up and get a little closer look at it. So see you over there. Okay, we got the Canon plug neatly wrapped, double wrapped here. So let's get it cut. There we go. I don't cut this kind of tobacco on, but it cuts it pretty thin. Now that I just kind of using it to peel off. I'm really trying not to. Some very stiffly pressed plug tobacco, and it does cut nice thin pieces. So I'm not really used to this kind of tobacco, so I've cut off those slices. I'm gonna break it apart, rub it a little bit, so I can get an idea for how much I have. I think I'm gonna need more for the bowl. I really don't want to cut off more than I'm going to smoke. Boy, it smells wonderful. Definitely not what the people say about your grandmother's perfume. Nothing of the sort. All right, so I'm going to cut some more off. I'll be back when I got the bowl loaded. Okay, got it loaded up, and it did have a good bit of moisture, not too much. I would say that it feels like the right amount. The brick itself or the plug itself felt a little dry. I guess that was just the outside, but inside it was, and the scents really came out. You could smell a lot more of the sweetness and the florals when I was cutting it and rubbing it out. So of course, I've got it loaded up in Giuliano's pipe that he made. So let's get a char light done and see what the char light impressions are. Wow. Florals and citrus. The florals hit me on the first light, and then the citrus start to come out a little bit. Nice balance. Nothing overpowering, but again, we're just into the, not even hardly into Charlotte yet. So I will finish the Charlotte, let it rest, come back and give you my thoughts on that, and then do the True Light. So see you in a few. Okay, I'm back. I've got the True Light going. On the Charlight, I got the florals, got the citrus, but nothing was really well defined. But now that I'm into the True Light, wow, you can really taste the sweetness, and it's balanced with the florals. It's not like the florals are overpowering. I'm still getting citrus. I'm getting a little bit of pepper on the retrohale, but that's common for me. You may not experience that, but it's, you know, if it holds this flavor all the way through, yeah, I'm hooked on it. But I mean, it's like so far, a perfect balance between floral and fruity. So I know tobacco reviews lists it as an aromatic. I can see that, but it's not a heavier, super powered, fruity, chocolatey that you get in most aromatics. And I'm not hating on aromatics, I love them. But this, I don't know, I think this beats so far. I don't think I've had an aromatic with a more pleasant flavor than this. But we're just barely into the first third, and you've seen before, some tobaccos can fall apart further on down the bowl, so we'll see. I'm going to smoke it down halfway and come back and let you know how it's going. Beautiful little tamper, Giuliano included with the pipe. Okay, we're halfway, and I gotta tell you, all the flavors are pretty much unchanged from the True Light. So the florals and citrus are holding steady. No change. Still have a little bit of pepper on the retrohale, but that's come down. But that, like I said, that pepper on the retro is common for me in non-Englishes. So I'm hooked. And if I wasn't talking, it's staying lit well too. I don't know how old the sample was Giuliano sent me, so I don't know how long he's had it. Don't know if that makes a difference with the floral essences and whatnot. I don't know if new out of the box it was more intense, because the rating on tobacco reviews was not, it was below 3, but I never pay attention to those anyway. Yeah, it is, the fruit really comes out. Sometimes it's more fruit than floral, and other times it's more floral. It's a great balance. Sorry, high school kid next door with a loud muffler. All right, I'm gonna smoke it down to the bottom third. He'll be gone. I'll be back. I forgot to mention this in the recording, and it came to my mind as I was finishing the bowl. So this little snippet will be inserted somewhere in there. That's why you can look at the ratings on tobacco reviews, and then you can read the reviews and what they say. But in the end, go with your instincts on what the blend says and give it a chance. If I would have looked at the reviews and saw the rating and based my decision, I would not have, if I was a ratings person, I would never have tried this, and now I love it. And it doesn't matter that some people say that it's totally atrocious. I mean, it's a wonderful tobacco for me. So obviously, people's tastes are subjective, but don't fall into the trap of reading tobacco reviews and then making a decision based off that. Unless it's Borkum Rift Bronze, then you can believe all the negative things they say about it. Because trust me, it's the only tobacco I ever threw out. Anyway, so somewhere in the middle of my video, this will be. All right, back to your regularly scheduled programming. Okay, we're down to the bottom, and still amazing. Hasn't lost any of the floral, hasn't lost any of the fruitiness. Citrus peppers on the retro is pretty much gone now. It's just wonderful, wonderful tobacco. I don't know how easy the guys in the States can get it. I know over here in the EU, unless we have a connection in Great Britain, we can't get it. But if you get an opportunity to pick some up, I'd recommend it. Now, if you don't like floral, stay away. But it's not an overpowering. It's not your grandmother's perfume. It's a wonderful, delicious smoke. I can do this year round. I'm going to savor it though because I don't have much. So I definitely give it 6 thumbs up. It's awesome. I'm going to be searching out more of it when I run out of this. But I think these 2 little bricks here, and I'm gonna savor it. I might not smoke it every day. Make these last, because it's really, for me, it's a nice, wonderful, special smoke. So, and on deck, also from Giuliano, we still have some Bosun Flake that I have to review, some Germain's Brown Flake that I have to do, and then of course Condor Ready Rubbed. Of course, this will be a second first impressions because I had to sneak a bowl. And no spoilers. Won't indicate what I thought of that at all. See, this is my face not showing whether I liked it or not. So yeah, those are coming up. Reason the videos have been a little lax lately is a lot of stuff going on in real life. Had the starter go out in the van. I was at the store. Luckily, there was somebody in the parking lot that would help me push that big old thing so I could get it pop started. And luckily, there was a hill I could not far. And then, of course, you gotta love a $1,300 electric bill. Yeah. And no reason that Sweden has to do it other than the fact that they're in the EU and there was some problem in another country. So everybody in the EU pays more. Isn't that wonderful? We share the pain. So look forward to those videos coming up. Maybe a rant video, but that'll be not in the pipe section, of course. It's another thing they did. They passed a law that now is going to allow insect powder in food, but that's a separate video. It's disgusting. But that's it for the updates. I'll keep this on a positive note because it's a wonderful tobacco. Thank you again, Giuliano, for the opportunity to have such a generous sample of a tobacco that I would never have been able to acquire here. So, all right, with that, it's been long enough. I'm going to finish the rest of this lovely bowl. I'll catch you on the next one.